angry, you know. Yeah, man, I'm angry, man. Very angry. Morning, afternoon, and evening to some, you know. Because I remember different parts of the world, people watch it from, you know. Down in California and all over the place, you know. Australia and all kind of thing. Morning, evening, we have to say morning, afternoon, evening, and everything. So hear this now. We see the Prime Minister. Come on now, come on. People are angry about this now, you know. Real angry. I'm show you a little thing. Them have Plankton. Plankton. We call him Plankton in a SpongeBob. Them have him. Just left the army. And it's like him have something. And the Prime Minister, them have something together. That a man will just left this. Never do civilian work. You take him, you want to give him cabinet secretary work. And then give him an ambassador, must say plenipotentiary, a position where mean like the man can operate by himself without even order from them over the same cabinet when circumvent and go around it. You see, cabinet secretary, this a bigger job. This a bigger job. And I waste some money for get a planting for nothing at all, people. Nothing at all. This is what Andrew do to Jamaica. Yo, we have to come out with, no, we have to burn this, you know. This is a total disrespect. First of all, let me show you the meaning of this. And the power it have. Let me show you. See? And then we'll go through this. Look here. Look here. Look on the word. This is the meaning.
Right, people want to know the meaning of plenipotentiary, right? Alright, see the meaning, yeah? A person, especially a diplomat, invested with full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country. But Jamaica is not a foreign country, you know. You might get this in the office of the Prime Minister. Yeah? So in the act and the government, they have the diplomat, you know, see the diplomat, in a full behalf for the government. See? But you might get it in our country for act. Plenipotentiary. So when I see the meaning, see that? You see it again? A person, especially a diplomat, invested with full power of independent action.
And some can act independent and go around in some place where they never do yet. In one of the ministry.
Of their government, typically in a foreign country. Typically in a foreign country. But tell me what? This is in Jamaica. You see it? Nobody na vote for this guy. Planting. Yeah, man, nobody na vote for it. You understand?
Yes, them have full powers. Independent too. Where him can act. Eh? Oh, him act. Remember the government, look what him do now. This is the press release when him let go yesterday. The governor general appointed. The day before, I not talk to nobody. Planting them, don't chat to nobody. This is how Andrew act. Reckless. No, you can't pay a teacher. You can't pay police. You can't pay nobody. But you take this Plankton and itch him up there so in your office too. And like you send him overseas. Number one, a soldier. When a soldier like in the US and them place there, you can't just take them and just put them in a certain position. Them general will just retire and them thing there. Yeah? You can't do it. You see me I say? You can't do it. See? A man just come here and the man want him to be cabinet secretary. For all of the permanent secretary them in every ministry, the man have power over, look over them. He never do them job there before. You see what him there? Let me show you them press release. When I go with the paper, see them press release, yeah? Look here.
Andrew Holness let government go on people, yeah? Want to give him cabinet secretary. And then come give him plenipotentiary, ambassador plenipotentiary. Is a bigger position than even the cabinet secretary, you know. Broad reaching effect, you know, look here. And press release, for immediate release. February the 14th, 2023. He not come to nobody, you know. And at 13, them appoint the man, you see it? Alright. Rocky Meat, CD, JP, PhD, appointed ambassador plenipotentiary with responsibility for the national strategic initiatives. What kind of strategic initiative this? Rakimit CD, JP, PhD has been appointed by the Governor General and the advice of the Prime Minister as Ambassador Plenipotentiary with responsibility for National Strategic Initiative for Jamaica, effective February the 13th, 2023. So behind my back, the GG and Holness to these things. You understand? In this role, when does create, he will advise the Prime Minister, again now, and Cabinet when necessary.
When necessary, because him can act independently. Each up in the cap, in a bikini bottom, because that is not Jamaica house now. That have a full-fledged SpongeBob bikini bottom place that. See? So him just each up there. I get this kind of bit. How much money I get all for all these things? Eh? The opposition must just speak out about it. But this is what I tell you. That's why when I carry opposition, I not attack the opposition. I tell the opposition, hold them accountable. And we are the opposition. But this is what Andrew do. This is not the promise. This is what I'm saying prosperity. You are turning the place in a full. You notice a pair military people have run the place. And him say I try hang on power when I was Jamaica. You think I hate this? You think they can trick the youth them? And we say get to, Yeah? This is all disrespectful to the people them. Them now get paid, But look what I do. You see what I do? Eh? Look here. Him appoint him and the governor general. Him for go and to, by the way. Time now do not, Around 90 million, 98 or 100 million right now. Because the 98 one. If we run the little nasty house up there, governor general house. Him for go and yard. Yeah, man. Go and play this.
Advice cabinet when him no know nothing about role. Remember this guy you take him from out there,
So how you gonna take a somebody but need lampine for advise a cabinet? That for sure say the cabinet big and dumb then. When you know about government and running government. Eh? You have around 4,000 or 5,000 little guys under your thing. Some soldier guy. You are talking about a land with no 3 million people. Where this guy know for advice when them done mash it up in a Google Gaga. Eh? You know, say Anja doing one thing. Him doing one thing. Him did come with leeching at about 5 in 1 or 4 in 1 plan. The plan work. Him come with Arbor Hill. You see them plan work? But job growth and creation, and when you look at be a job, Chinese, them give a job too. Eh? I'll prisoner come get the job. The man them all drive big truck. Police now drive down for them and give them ticket. Eh? The man a fight against ghetto people. Eh? No man, it's bad man. This bad man. Look here. Look on this.
Yeah? A plan thing you just take out in that lamp pile, Alright? And as well as to coordinate national strategic initiative and project across ministries, departments, agencies within government.
So one guy, if you have too much people at work and them can project one, well, we're going to take something from out of planting where him not have. Because him did up a camp and I be a rape and them involved in the raping too. I be a rape and be a sick and do the female soldier and some male a complain too. Eh? And you couldn't control that. Or if you come and talk about him now, if you come and look over the whole of the ministry, him planting from SpongeBob. You crazy? This is total disrespect. This is total, hey, where Andrew done, hey, some people go to prison, And police are back Andrew with the foolishness. This is stopping them. Can't make a guy just come and mash up the place. And then you not talk about you not back him with them foolishness. He don't know not all way, I do. No, you never see Jamaica when in a government like this before. You just take out a man about him for advice about what? Or you for advise people with experience. Them permanent secretary there with how much years of experience. This guy don't have the experience in these kind of thing. You make him bigger than all, even the cabinet secretary. You give him a bigger position. When can him act independent? That means if him there and say, boy, give the people them pay lampire. That them are going to do because him need lampire himself. Eh? This makes sense, people. This is a total disrespect. Eh? Let me go and run this.
With a view to ensuring their timely and effective implementation. These include existing and new initiatives that will have a positive long-term impact on the country development.
Yeah, I tell you, and I tell you crap. Because if you have all the minister there, and them there, and you have permanent secretary and this, and them supposed to perform, I tell we say them not perform, and this are the savior. Like what them tell us, a savior come, a Plankton, and the savior for Jamaica now, I want to make them put implementation. So you never have it before, for 7 years. This guy couldn't even run camp straight. Because the woman them are up there get molested, the female soldier and everybody. Can't run camp straight and female call and pick them barn up there too. Because soldier tell me, you know, so me there everywhere, you know. You understand? Well, can't run the place straight. But you take him and put him here. Hey, you better move him. Diaspora, me call and you cut off the whole money too, you know. Yeah. A time for Jamaica shake up. We call and we sell for cut off the money we go to Jamaica. Yeah, man. Then now nothing about them. Nothing about them. Andrew, you know, have nothing about you. You understand? Right now, you know, you have place in a no car police station. And you could have take a 20 million and buy even a couple car and give them even two car out of it, you know. Buy them 2 million car. Say for 20 million, I get a 18 million. You know, say you could buy 9 car or if a 20 million, a 10 car. Yeah? You have waiver, so you come and make the liquor station, then get them 10 car, the 2 car, and thing when I have none. Because when I have car, I don't know when I do the money, you know. No, you take a money and I pay when people can't get no pay. Nah, get no pay. And you give this man a bag of money and bag of things for nothing and put him in your office. But so much bull I do in a one office. The office no must rank. So much bull can in a one office. Warming, bug life, this, that, the whole of them in a one office. Eh? Me no want so much, me no want pen me, no sir. Kabul fin and pen with them shield them. Eh? In the office of the Prime Minister. You know, see this is a foolishness. And this guy are going like imaginal too, you know. Because him knows that the other day the thing illegal, you know. And him going like him decline and him now this year still you come sign up. And me and you. Now, hey, you planting and me I draw out everything for you too, you know. Remember, you know, me I tell you that, you know. And me and you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Watch this.
What am I know about country development people? Ambassador, I call him ambassador, you know. A Plankton has nearly 4 decades of leadership experience. In our. And has led various significant initiatives with impact at organization, national and international level. We consider level them now, people. These include Jamaica National Service Corps.
Service Corps. What you up on a service corps? You do army work. You know in a civilian life. What you talk about service corps for? What kind of experience you have to run all of these ministries? So we are telling me say, right away, you disrespect every member. Let me tell you something, Holness. You disrespect all of the ministry. You disrespect all of them. And what they call them? Because them never work, sub-zeros. Where you put there as ministers. Because if him have to look over it and him have to go straight into him camp, straighten upper camp with a little handful of people there in upper camp. And you put him there so you have more faith in this planting. You have more faith in a planting, but that tell you say. Eh? So that mean when them a run, that mean a bogus, it not run good, none at all. Eh? Eh? What kind of different thing for make? When them a soldier shoot people and all kind of things, and I do one bag of things that them can't even control. And you hear a female call up in all kind of little things up there too. That's what that talk to me, you know. Remember I'm the win. You can't do without him the win. This man is just an idler to come take up people money. This man have no idea, nothing. This Plankton guy, he have no idea, nothing. So this is what the Prime Minister do. Take up these people and put in this a beer bull. Eh? Just to give them some money so them just sit down. Because I have no idea nothing what I'm doing, you know. And I joke me I make. The amount of them up in the office there. Jano. It's unbelievable. A bikini bottom that. Me go show now way. Hold on, man. Go and play this.
About sort of business this now, you know. The expansion and organization of the JDF.
JDF. No, remember, you know, you have in a country, you know, you have health ministry, you have arcana ministry, you know, you have the education ministry, you have ministry of work and everything. The man see over everything. Strategic, this and that. So me come and tell the prime minister, boop, bap, 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 bap. You know, vote for this man, but this man have vast amount of powers. You find something for him over the cabinet secretary. People of Jamaica want to reject this. I'm planting for go on yard. If you go on your yard, you're going like you can't trick people. Go take lamp pile. Your backside. Where you go? See that?
What this have to do with government, people? This is a dictatorship now. The expansion and improvement of Caribbean regional disaster response capabilities. The Caribbean Military Academy. This not nothing to do with government. Okay? Which has students from over 30 countries across 5 continents. He hold a PhD from university.
What is a PhD? Tough tongue no hold a PhD and say a pay crap him a do. Look what people hold PhD. Look what people say them a scholar. But them a scholar. Yeah? But PhD like that mean anything to people. Some of the dumbest set of people, them are the people them when we're not about this and that. Them can't think out of the backside. Them get mass production teaching. And when you teach them something, I say, you know, see now go wrong. No, because me, you remember some me have masters, me have them master. Master where you used to rule with people them. When I deal with master, that master, yeah. So them call it masters. People with master can work with people that, yeah, with more brain and make money out of them, You understand? Alright. So you tell me one way, man. Yeah.
University of Amsterdam. Master of Military, Art and Science degree.
So what that have to do to run in a country? In couldn't even run camp. Because them fix gun in there. Them take out gun out there. Them do raping up there. Them do everything up a camp. Team name call to up there too. Yeah? Team name call. A master for the what? What this guy are doing at the office up there is a bikini bottom office now. I'm going to show you the office. Hold on.
From the U.S. Army Command. General Staff College. Master of Bachelor of Art degrees from University.
Master of Art degree, Bachelor of Art degree. What this have to do for running the country? But them away with them a call out and about masters like when take people, when take everybody for dance like when I hear that. When they can just run out and tell me about masters and master this and that kind of things. This a guy at the worst, him at the latest, him at the worst prime minister ever. And a prime minister right there. Me don't know how to sit down and make a man a destroy on the life. I want to sit down there and I watch and I go along with him with 21%. Me, I tell you, 21%. And it's a clique will mash up the country. A clique. But let me tell you this. We are part with some real big heads, you know. So we not say nothing to you know, because no phone have to get bangled up, you know. Yeah? Me remember me want you know. Remember me I want you know. All right, cool.
Of the West Indies. He has also earned several certificates of achievement, including grand strategy, design and implementation.
And you can design and implement on grand strategy or what? Look how camp used to run. Them him up there and camp man drive out a camp and a shoot out with police and carry weed. What kind of strategy? And you couldn't even run camp straight. And you want to come give him the whole of Jamaica now and him can walk round and do anything. Him just sit down there have a broad brush. And you give him friend them broad brush. And I pay military people like him think say, oh, let me tell you this. It now going to run like 80. We are going to make sure it now run like 80. This is a foolishness. You understand? This is a foolishness, man. Watch out.
Corporate governance, process management, and need assessment. Ambassador, Plankton will be based in the office of the Prime Minister. You tell me now.
The officer who? The guy minister. The officer Squidward, the amount of bull up of that. That's what wash out to do every morning. Me no want to go in them office there. See? In the office so them can lick head up there and plan for people. You have come from there, so I notice you have a Google gaga up there. Yeah, at this disrespect police too, you know. More the police them know that too, you know. A man should know you have a man like this, a military guy. You can't leave and say you have to cut them kind of job and go up there to take people money. You don't have no aunt either, you know. Can you get a pension and I crave one or two craving to, you know, for go to, you know. Yeah, you know what? People pay them money and go up there, so up a university, but that's thing be. And them come down and have them experience and have them thing. Them not get a job. The man just create something in a film office. In a film office where them have the job creation in an office. If you just pay more money and not pay, him not pay civil servant worker. None at all. Everybody has strike. You have people at GDP the other day strike. You have teachers strike. You have nurse them a complain. You have the police a complain. Everybody right across the board. This a guy, yo, I'm going to tell you this. In no business, I don't know. Because align them thing, you know. Line them thing. Them align them thing. Me I show you what Plankton say. Me I show you what Plankton say. Before, I'm going to show you. Just look here. Look here. Just a couple months ago. Look here.
King's Counsel Peter Champagne is hailing Lieutenant General Rocky Meade for declining the Cabinet Secretary post. Commendations stem from the opinion that the appointment was unconstitutional.
Said the appointment was unconstitutional. Or is it that you create a bigger thing for him now and I push him in it? And him decline it? You create something bigger and push him in now. Him decline, you know. Because you will come down, watch it. You know, say I'm planting this. You know, say need lampire. Look on the Governor General and look on it. Just look on it. Yo.
Bowen reports.
On the heels of Lieutenant General Rocky Meade declining the Prime Minister's appointment of him as Cabinet Secretary, Attorney at Law.
See it? Him did want to put him over as Cabinet Secretary over all of the permanent secretary them, you know. Him they have talk over the whole of them who have the experience 20 years and all more. Women know nothing about Cabinet Secretary. Him couldn't listen. Remember, you know, him can't run up, him could have run a camp, never did run straight. This is a waste of taxpayers' money. We could have do some little thing. Him make sure him line him friend him in a pocket and make sure where him do like him protect himself. This bad. This out of order, the man, this are the last straw, people. Andrew, I one bag of thing I send at you. Everything where you do, I scrutinize it right now. Yeah? Can you really get me off, you know? You might go on too bad now. And everybody, whether you want to vote for JLP, PMP, no P, everybody in the diaspora will get up and say, no, you are going too bad now. People them can't get the money. I look at them and I give them at 20 mil. Right now for what? That could make up and pay some police and give some teacher and all kind of things. Buy some car and do some things. Although we don't have the money. Look what budget, you know. Them all are boss. All them take a budget and go on $1 million. That's for sure our country run down. The country gone. People, I like 6 billion, you know. I like 6 billion a dollar that, you know. Like 6.6 billion, you know. 6 billion. Remember $1 was 1 for 1? So if I use 6 billion of money, that will be, wow, I know it gone to nearly 160 to 1. So it got $1 trillion. That's like 6 billion, 6.8 billion. Yeah, man. See? Yeah, man. Do you understand? This bad. Like 6.6 billion US. Country I go back where. And them are boss. All them do this. You see me I say? This bad man. You can't just catch a friend them and push them in this. And then people are back you up on top of it, you know. Money I rob from left, right, and center. Your people, if I read Jamaica, not stand up against the foolishness. Yeah? Me never see a guy yet say my Prime Minister run up and down and do anything where him want. Them appoint him and the Governor General him for move to. Them appoint this from the 13th. And yesterday the 14th, them let go the letter want me show you. Them appoint it, we don't chat to nobody. So you don't need to chat to no opposition. Eh? You have to take sleep mark that. This is more than dictatorship. You understand? And them a dig out the place. See? Right now, Mr. Some dead one right now. In the family of the office of the Prime Minister. State of emergency. So that means them don't make no sense, you know. Because the only thing you do now, call for state of emergency, not police is going to respond. Oh, murder gone up. So state of emergency over 24 hours. State of emergency in a Kingston must send and I'm going to look on it. One was state of emergency call on right now. See? Them just call some state of emergency. After the Prime Minister announced state of emergency have been declared for Clarendon, St. Anne as well as Kingston and Western Police Division following a surge in crime activity in these areas. So only thing them have a state of emergency. Whether peace and with this, you gotta tell me about him have this and that way. But we pay them money for people. This hurt me, you know. This now the use boy, you know. Make we hear what it say now. It did refuse because it was illegal. So them create something for it. Remember, you know, just leave the army. Anybody leave an army, you have to get some waivers. They want to call it, like them big country, they want a general to go serve in our cabinet. General, we might have something for deal with overseas. Like in America, well, them have to waive something, you know, certain thing have to waive something to make him serve. This can just leave and then you just keep big posts. It don't make no sense. Yeah? Yeah.
Peter Champagny is commending the lieutenant on making what he calls the honorable decision. King's Counsel Champagny says it would be unconstitutional for General Meade to hold that position as he lacks a fundamental requirement for the post.
He has done the most honorable thing, and that is to have declined the position in light of the fact that his appointment, in my respectful and humble view, would have done violence to the provisions of the Constitution.
So, yeah. So, him decline it because I done violence. So, why you come now and you want to beat you on the bush and carry him there and give him a bigger position? Eh? How that them doing now? If you not all the officer, I don't know how so much bull in one office. And maybe the whole of them on a bull. Eh? Them have some effort in the two man. Eh?
The fact of the matter is, and to put it very simply, is that he is and was never a member of the public service.
Although General Meade served decades in a public office, the Constitution makes it clear that there is a difference between the military and the civil service.
You hear, people? It's a difference between military and civil service. Or you still take him out fine and give him a bigger position and put him in the office. Eh? Nothing around good at Jamaica, you know. Yeah? And this man, look what him do. Every year searching this and that. State of emergency. State of emergency. Remember, you know? Remember, I believe, say, government, when it matter about crime plan, are foolishness. Because if you have police, I don't think them, remember them train. So them supposed to come up with something. Google can have nothing. Remember, I come from over the camp there too. Over the Nazi camp, it corrupted, you know. Over camp corrupted. I pay the female soldier them, and you have some little youth that talk about them more about them tailpipe over there too. Me forgot to tell you now. Yes. Zane, me forgot to tell you. And when you're not with them, you're not getting a promotion. Zane, big boys them over there. I run over there. So you take it now. I want to put over the one of them permanent secretary, over the cabinet secretary, and over enough more things, everything my government do. Him can come and say, okay, that and that. Remember, him now have no, I pay him again. Can him have no idea what him do. That man if he go away, that this will resend it. Hey, let me tell you this. This we cancel out. Yeah? Them for run him way, you know. Him for run way. Plankton for run way. Plankton, them for run the planting. This a foolishness straight up. Yeah? Watch out. Remember, I reject this. Because we come out and we talk about it. They make 2-3 months run off and then him come and take it. You see, say him did want it long time. You see, say him no good neither. Eh? You just work and have your money. Make somebody come from, and then when you want somebody to sing the song, that make a difference. You know what you tell me, say Prime Minister, so who you put up on a chat one bag of crap. That means them now run the country now run right. Yeah? So you forget him now. Him are the magic one now to make the country run right now. Them people are grass. Yeah, man. You see me, I say? Yeah.
In fact, the role of a cabinet secretary requires the incumbent to head the civil service, thus sparking
You hear? The cabinet secretary that be the head of the civil service. And at that, them they don't want to give no. You have cabinet, you have permanent secretary, you know. You see, every one of them, let me just explain to you. Every one of them ministry there, him, unless it want to turn the head of civil service. The whole of them secretary and him not do this kind of work. Him don't know nothing about it. So you have to teach him. So he must sit down and just get some big money. Him have no idea, him have no clue for come around you. Him couldn't even manage the soldier them because with them a rape and a rob and a do him can't manage them. Because the one of them mingle up in it too. You understand? And a 500 people up there. So, you take something like this now. And you give him a bigger position now. And I like to send him out there, you know, about ambassador, you know. Who figure call ambassador? A vumba papa or something, but we couldn't about a planting. A planting, man, a planting. I mean, a planting in a planting. But we just call it planting. You know, a Jamaica chat. So we just, but it really pronounce planting, you know? Yeah. Planting. And the wrong thing. See? So, yeah, so it is illegal, but them take him and push him. And I give him big money too. The man never go home and stay in my yard. Remember, me I scrutinize him straight, you know. Me can't tell him this, you know. Me I tell planting this now, you know. This is not SpongeBob. The SpongeBob I will watch and right now you want a lamp pile, brother. You need lamp pile, they should do one right now. And that lamp pile drip. Then should have some drip 24 hours. I give you a lamp pile for wash out the worm them. That I can put on little thing by you. Yeah? You need lamp pile. Backside. Yeah, man.
much skepticism on his suitability for the post. Champagny says it's obvious Prime Minister Andrew Holness was ill-advised.
The Honourable Prime Minister would have been acting on the advice of persons who are concerned with these matters. And none of us are infallible. But having said that, I am a little surprised that such an error could have been made in the first instance.
So if it was an error, that means it's an error same way people. Him get a bigger position. Eh? Him get a bigger position. Them guy, you see like you have, let's listen. Right now, him need like even 5 years straight what a drip of lamp pile to flush out the worm them. You know, them tell us say you have worm and them you flush them. That him can put on, yeah, and build up himself. He want around 5 years what a lamp pile straight. Lamp pile drip and everything. 24 hours straight. Yeah? Where you go with him? He have no experience at all in what them put him. None. None. Waste some money. Go pay the doctor and the teacher and the nurse them. Go pay civil servant workers better. Yeah? Make you create some job. Be a foolishness him do. And you be a garbage do. People tell him the truth, man. See what I'm doing?
He urges the administration to be more thorough in executing their roles.
They have to be very diligent in terms of their assessment, in terms of the legislation. And with these matters, they are sensitive matters, and the greatest scrutiny must be given to them.
Meade would have succeeded Ambassador Douglas Saunders. Veronique Bowen for CVM.
So you see it? So them come the other day and him no army turn it down. But him not really turn down nothing. You understand? So them come now and give him a bigger position. See what the position mean, ya people. See it again, see it. Look
You know the meaning of plenipotentiary, right?
See it.
Alright, see the meaning, yeah?
Ambassador.
A person, especially a diplomat, invested with full power of independent action on behalf of their government.
So people, you give him this broad powers. Over under the ministry, you give him broad powers. And you tell him about him how business and strategic. Him couldn't angle camp people. This is just a waste of money. It's a disrespect to Jamaican people. This guy for go in yard. And when him go there, a matter of fact, them to drip him first and carry him. Now make sure the drip no come out and make sure the drip. Because he need lamp pile drip. Him need some lamp pile drip. Him for them yard. You understand? Andrew, you have to pay this service to Jamaica. Yeah? And you just, a matter of fact, by him do this, again, It don't go show you say him member, him cabinet member, them not working. Them are sub-zeros. Remember, if you do something good enough, you not say yeah, add on more to it. All when it's a failure, add on more to it. That means you are a failure. And you can't take back that to show you you're a failure. How much him add on in a up there? Matter of fact, let me finish playing this and I'll show you up the turn. Watch out.
Typically in a foreign country, but Jamaica is not a foreign country, you know. You might get this in the office of the Prime Minister. Yeah? So in the act and the government, they have the diplomat, you know, see the diplomat in a full behalf for the government. See? But you might get it in our country for act plenipotentiary. So when I see the meaning, see that? You see it again? A person, especially a diplomat, invested with full power of independence.
Wait there. I met Jamaica. Hey, someone if you start get some ears as to, you know. Yeah, man, you know one DJ, if you start get some ears as, man. Come off your soto, man. Move, man. Hey, let me tell you, hey. I will see, me don't chat. Let me find a little nastiness. Yeah, man, let me find it, man. Wait there. Tell me wait there, yo. Can me see it look a while, you know. Yeah? Hey, let me tell you something. You see, you know why I mash up this? We not take no chat from Monica, we not turn it in a 18, you know. Now working, are you this? Yeah, man. Come off your summer. You're a piece of shit. Come off and go flush yourself. Nah, it's a piece of fucking shit, yo. Yeah, man. Somehow I want to say some people if you start get some ears as, man. Yeah, man, and if you get some ears as, so come on the ears, something, some fat ears as. Yeah, man. Some fat thing we can cover the whole of the ears. Yeah, man, because somehow on too enough. Yeah, when I get some ears as, man. Some things for cover on the ears properly. Yeah? For go, man. Backside, man. Yeah, man, we see we just flush it, man. We just flush it look a while, man. We did look nasty self, man. You are get a look of 5 and 2 grand and this guy Holness and mash up the place. Nobody now go with Holness, you know. Nobody now go with that, you know. Yeah? You have to be Jamaican and I'm stepping at people next seat there. One year, so 2 somebody dead, what them do? State of emergency. 7 years on the sleep put on the door open now and window. We don't have to live in a prison because the guy only start too much crap. Push on too much people. And the worst thing, I better them make all the shots stay there. Eh? I better all the shots stay there. No. They make Bruce. Are you cause this? You unpick this. Me not know this. Hey, let me tell you this. You have some people them are parasite, you know. You know, people, hey, let me tell you this. Jano. Then for go, you know. You see me I say? No, I move it already, you know, yo. I move it already, man. Let's see the nastiness, man. It never felt, must beg further or something, beg, and I beg, you know, beg something here, you know. Yeah, because I know, say, the nastiness. Yeah, man, you're nastiness. Yeah, man, you're one of them who mash up the country. I mean, we're talking about patriotic thing, we're talking about serious people. Yeah? We don't play around here. Don't play with around here. We not play with nobody. We not beg friend. We not look no friend neither. Yeah? I think, hey, I mean, I'm a place I saw some little punk like all that. Come on. You think them can come stand up and come, let me tell you, you have to go still, you know. You have to go. Because do the thing, I'm not going to promote, you have to be a devil round this, so. Don't come round your so. Just promote family values, morals, yeah, and righteousness. We don't want to know around here. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. Piece of crap. Them. I remember, you know, we are rolling, no boy in a roll. Nowhere at all. Let me tell you this. We keep it straight. No boy in a roll around we, you know. None. But this alone, so I'm going to take talk, yeah? All right. Play that.
Independent action on behalf of the government, typically in a foreign country. Typically in a foreign country. But tell me what, this is in Jamaica. You see it? Nobody na vote for this guy. Planting. Yeah, man, nobody na vote for it. You understand?
So, you see it? So then take it and get this huge power. to mash up the place. Eh? Yeah, man, take it and eat this poor for mash up the place. See them here? See the crew of them here? See where them turn? Up at Jamaica or see where they turn at people?
Oh, up there, sir. Them turn up at Jamaica house. In a this bikini bottom. So you see plankton, you see crab. Yeah, yes, Squidward, and the one of them are come across. And you know, so you have what's your name, Mrs. what? Mrs. Puff? Yeah man, that's a big mama. Yeah man. So you know, so the one of them are play out SpongeBob pan way, you know. And that them a play out pan way, you know. This is not real, this is a cartoon thing.
Yeah man. Mrs. Puff a big mama. They have some more peace to go on and do all kind of foolishness, you know, and put them in. Yeah, man, in a real life, Mrs. Puff a big mama. Yeah, man. Them carry the bad message. Yeah? Yeah, man. See them here? See them here?
Them there, no people. See them there? You know see them? And that the thing turning now. I think we're on real
You want planting there? I'm the man all the while.
The squid down there, say, you know.
The squid there? The green one, I don't hear so. Just look on the. When you identify a squid, I wonder if you identify a squid. When you can't see him, eh? When you can identify a squid, you see crab over there so with the dollar and man, you know. When you identify a squid, yeah, man, it's a planting there, man. Eh? Yeah, man, you identify, you see him. When you identify a squid, see squid there, a squid them up the place. Yeah, man. You see squid there? Eh? So them take the place now for your cartoon character place. Eh? The guy, hey, let me tell you something. Andrew Holness a militarize Jamaica. Do you understand? Yeah, man. So he don't want to lose state power. So when he militarize Jamaica, he look state power for grab and pan. Eh? Google. Mr. Google put up Google, man. Google now, remember say Google. At the feeding buckle, I forgot to say a big feeding buckle and a big pin. Represent Google. Yeah? So militarize the country. I know for the youth, them not see this. You can't run with somebody and militarize the country, me laugh with you and get rid of you. That me I tell you. People, let me tell you this. In my month, you have good and bad. I remember tell you, you know. Yeah, man. So when it a move, it make up and go and overthrow, no, it overthrow and go and like and I try stepping on poor people neck. Yeah, man. But we are the one running and watch out and guide over on, you know, because we know their movements, you know. Of course, we know their movements. They can't go around with. Can't step in a poor youth neck and them thing there. Not all in the budget. Somebody I run through the budget this morning and nothing in there for people, you know. For poor people, you know. Nothing in there for poor people, for uplift poor youths and nothing at all in I get to, you know. Nothing. Me I run through it because I break it down. You see me I say? So what I try to do, I power and militarize the place. But that now make it power. I remember say it's not a thing say, let me tell you something too. And I think say when they can do it, say, hey, when I grab something, I want to thief something. I say, oh no, where they down at the voting place, where thief vote and I go on with them foolishness. What watching it, you know? Can I start calling out? Because some people win some voting and want a thief, you know. The last time, nobody feels so we don't know, you know. We know, you know. That I got stop to, you know. All I know where I was accountable. Do all I know. Yeah? I remember, we are like elephant, we don't forget nothing. No. I want one in our account. I'm going to have a fierce penalty. Yeah, man. We now mash up the place, man. They mash up the place. That guy, let me tell you this. That, them for cancel that thing, they will them just push out with him. That's a foolishness. Him are just in there for nothing at all. Him no make no sense. You see me I say? Him no make no sense. We know, let me tell you this. People, we not there. A matter of fact, I'll leave somebody told them are hungry because we have to lack off for money from them. And that's what we're going to start. We have to lack off for food from them. Yeah. You see it? Because they have no respect for diaspora. And them themselves, them don't understand. We don't know that. Remember, you know, tourism can't save Jamaica. That by itself. The money, you know what mash up Jamaica? What import the things them. private sector. Uno mash up Jamaica alone and say not do good. You cannot import $5.8 billion worth of goods. Where the US come from? Eh? Where the US come from? You see me, I say, where it all come from? Our money around Jamaica, yeah? If that never make up the shortfall, the Bank of Jamaica that dry, them now have no reserve, and the country that gone completely. The dollar just a fly. Just a bounce and a fly. I'm no can't feed nobody. If you have respect for out here, you know. Tell me I tell you that, you know. See? But you can't have a government where you have a criminal intent. And when you look at you have some monopoly thing around like SSL. And when you look them I go on. By the way, let me just give me warning to the police then. Because you see, I know you not start doing an investigation and not going for Pantan. And I don't know say, Charge Pantan, we want to know where the whole of the money gone. I remember me ears up on the ground and the winner tell me say if the oligarch not get no approval from top in a government, him not do him do so much money na gone. And him not give back neither. So him have to get it from them, the approval, them safe. Because a man will think out of the box, the oligarch, I tell you. See? So Uncle where see the money gone. A matter of fact, me just start some of my big neck brethren them, because I watch anything what happened to that woman where I will uno in the government or other places and uno the oligarchs are uno where I will accountable. Because them love to take out people, them have some police that take out people, and them have some little yes youth. Uno for be a phone yourself to, you know. Uno don't be no that. Make them use who them I use. Because you have some yes police too. We love to take out people, you know. Yeah? So we are watch the whole of uno, because we know uno. We have uno on file. We know, you know, you hear me say? We know uno. And if anything happened to that woman, remember we know who we are paying for. Yeah? So we are watch. We are watch. Yeah? And if we get a bad injection, anything at all happen to her, we know who we are paying for. So we are watch that woman. We know around put no. We are watching internationally. Yeah? Just that we want to know. Yeah? Can we make sure put on some details and what have you, you know? Yeah? Yeah, man. This guy, when they do a full length packet, that means them know something. Them know something. Where the public don't know. Yeah? Yeah, them know something where the public don't know. You see me, I say, we not around put them around here. But you got to take a planting and push him around this about like, and I give him a vast amount of powers. Eh? Over people where 20 years, 30 years experience. So he now have no experience in the field. None. And then you put him in a bullpen. Backside. Look what of them in the bullpen. Eh? Can't put too much people in one bullpen, man. Eh? And I pay him and I give people money. For what? Taxpayers' money. But the difference him I make. Let me tell you something, people. When the man carrying Michael Leach in, if him dep on Forbes magazine, and if him can't do nothing, because when they do give Michael Leach in land, I said them a farm, and then you know see a farm in now, and 4 and 5 plan. And if Michael Leach in can't do it, where you go with the planting? Where them I go with this? Eh? I just make money and pay a crop. Mash up the place more. Yes, I'm martial law, man come with. We not allow people who want Lampard to come in the martial law, boy. None. See? That need Lampard. You might have think a joke. Let me just play back my video. Play back my video.
I'm live.
King's Counsel Peter Champagne is
On making
look
position
at,
as he
look on the GG. As ball as head. And look front time. You know, see, need pay Lampard. Eh? Look here again. Look here again. Look there. Look there. Eh? A straight Lampard that need. Planting need Lampard. But say you have to worm him out. But you have to put this now over hard working. Over hard working civil servant worker to go do and tell them what? You know, him never know the first thing for go tell them people. Nothing. You can't take somebody that talk about military and put them over people. Eh? For go do what? Civil servant worker? What am I going to tell them? Education minister, what am I tell them? Eh? Go buy a helicopter, put there, do something. Well, no, that means you have to go sit down and tell him something, and then him think of something and tell you. Then I'm more crap, I'm more classes. Where you give him this kind of power for? If Leaching couldn't do it, nothing at all, and them carry him out, yes, and this and that, and run by Israel. And that one bag of crap, where you go with Lampile? Eh? Where you go with Planting, aka General Lampile? Eh? It need Lampile. Backside. Eh? No, Jamaica, if you not get up against this, something wrong. And you know how the Prime Minister out order. The man appoint the man from the 13th. He appoint him from the 13th. And then release the statement the 14th. Release the press release the 14th. Him and the Gorilla General. The Gorilla General do a lot of ranks too, you know. Him do a lot of ranks on there, you know. Eh? Eh? Where you say, Mojo? This need Lampard that not have no Mojo. And Austin Powers. Austin will not stand near it. It need a General Lampard. Eh? Austin Powers no want to see this. Uncle SpongeBob them alone. Eh? Eh? Them are kept up. Yo, all them are doing now is give the guys, them the Chinese more powers in our country. Them a drive truck. Me never see them go for license yet. No police now lock them up. Them, a matter of fact, you look job from them, you have to talk to them. This a foolishness. This a guy I was saying at the Prime Minister, all him doing go on and nobody can talk to him. None. I remember nobody no really vote for him, you know. 21%. Nobody no vote for him do what he want to do. You can't afford to make somebody run on your country, you sit down there like this a joke. You see what I say? Eh? Where you say you're only 24? Well, Planting, him need 24-hour Lampard for like 5 years straight or more. Because them hook worm and them, you know, them worm where them tell about worm and him have a kind of worm in a way. And a Lampard make him look so, you know. Lampard, him need Lampard because the worm them, like when you eat the worm, they can take away little food and them things. So you need Lampard. They have to get Lampard. And then tapeworm. If you look at it, you know, have tapeworm and hookworm and the one of them worm there, you know? You understand? Some need Lampard. He need Lampard. Me not ask. You were there, yeah, that you have your look. We get out, what we call them now? We get our heroes. And them a protect a yard, but when you look them a walk and a wash it, and they have to give them Lampard and yeah, and then you see them start get up back. Just look. You see it? They need Lampard. Straight up. Need Lampard. And the position where they might give him over all the civil servant work and over all that for sure say in ministers Andrew is a failure. In ministers them not working. Because you can put a man like this. Well, sorry, a Plankton like this over all of the ministries and them have broad powers and have planned for make this and strategic this when him couldn't run a camp. Him couldn't run a camp. Eh? It'll take you long, it'll take you like 10 years to remember. Can you remember them remember the whole, you know? You have some remember, them have some remember, them have grand and great grandpitney, great grandpitney, and them remember dead so. You know, them remember all them tape remember like 5 miles long, them carried up them man. That's why I see some need Lampard, man. Now tell him need Lampard. Yeah, need Lampard. See? And I think the man that have something about him and say, yo, them can't call me out. That means him want the job. See? Them two out of man. Him need Lampard too. You understand? And remember, him not carry nothing there, you know. I just waste some money, you know. The money could have buy some car. It could have do some things. So you carry over Google Gaga. And then you carry the next one in your office now. Eh? Planting. A planting. Planting. You see me I say? A planting them carry over in the office. Eh? This don't make no sense to me. We need Lampard too, you know. Eh? And then give him broad powers. Yeah, man, the one of them work, tape and hook, all that kind of worm there. When you look funny, you can know worm all about pan him, man. You say, man. Flush out, man. Eh? The amount of worm I tell you, say, I them can't catch fish. You don't reach if you flush him now, you don't get room to sell. You see me I say? Can you imagine, man? At two yata, Jeffrey. Eh? It's a different country. Let me tell you, you take somebody from the army, you know, and then them have to give him proper clearance like in the US or anywhere else. You're not going to do that. You can't do it. And then they have to sit out for much years. But a man just leave. Like him said, just leave and I'm going to give you this. You see me I say? Yeah, man, you tell him to leave. And you just make him leave and you just give him what you give him. And then like you protect yourself. Like them know too much I say, yeah, man, I want to make sure you yam some food to him. Because some food him I eat, you know. You could have put him, no, tell me the truth. You could have put him over civil servant worker, brother. You could have put this over civil servant workers. Eh? Tell me the truth now. Well, have the experience. Where the government I tell you, you know. He might tell you, say, listen, the whole of the ministry, them now run good. And this are the savior. Lampine, General Lampine, are the savior. Eh? A plant, you know, you can't General Lampine, I need enough Lampine. You see, I'm going to tell you this. For him alone, you see, the aisle when them run, them carrying for run the country, him need around 2 shipments of that for himself. So if him carrying like 4 ships for deal with the electricity and for deal with the gas and everything down a petrol job, you for make sure you're carrying an extra 6 ships around that you need for flush out the one of the worm them. A lamp pile. That the crude oil, you know, you know want nothing to do it. But you need like around 6 ships to flush out the crude oil all the time. Eh? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, me see them send something, say, the opposition has something. So he need to get flush out. He need, we want to help him. But we can't make him come finish mash up the place. Eh? And what Andrew do now, it has shown me, say, them, where people are, yeah, it has shown me, say, them. See? It has shown me, say, them, now have no use. It has shown me, say, the minister, them, now have no use because them have put him, and give him powers, and him now can run cross way the minister and do what I want. This a joke. This a joke. You understand? What's good with I do more damage. Planting for go mad. And that me I say no, but that me not say no, Jeffrey. I don't go country plant ambassador to itself. But the ambassador, look what the ambassador do. And that's the ambassador you have to talk about, you know. Look on the meaning. All right, look at it. Look on this.
You know the meaning of plenipotentiary, right?
You look on the meaning, and that's the ambassador you look on, you know. But the ambassador plenipotentiary. You feel look on the meaning of plenipotentiary, brother. See? Yeah, Jeffrey. Look, yes, look on the meaning. Look at me. I'm going to play the meaning of plenipotentiary. So, and just the ambassador you look on, you know. You look on the plenipotentiary, but look, it's an ambassador, but with powers. But I would fit. All right, look at me. I'm going to play it for the people. Look
at people want to know the meaning of plenipotentiary, right? All right, so the meaning, yeah? A person, especially a diplomat, invested with full power of independent action on behalf of their government, typically in a foreign country.
Say here, so the plenipotentiary is a diplomat with full power. Like I say, ambassador, kind of diplomat, right? But typically in a foreign country. Yeah, you understand? So, but this is Jamaica. Jamaica.
But you see, Wayne, if I may.
Yes.
When you have a prime minister who is showing to the people of this country his dictatorship, as if he is Xi Jinping of China, or Vladimir Putin of Russia, or the little rocket man of North Korea, he is appointed an ambassador all by himself. You see? In other words, as what the meaning of ambassador said, Ambassador Curtis was appointed under the People's National Party government by P.J. Patterson to become the ambassador for the United Nations back in the 1990s. What the Prime Minister did now is to create a position to give Rocky Mead ambassador to Jamaica in Jamaica. That make any damn sense?
But no, and just the ambassador alone, you know, the plenipotentiary, it go with that name too. Because of that, yes. And it gives super power, brother. over everything. Him can act independently. That's why I see that him act independently, you know, brother. Him not forgot to nobody. Him can come to a ministry and say boom bam bam. This is a foolishness, brother. Dictatorship.
Yes, but he cannot act independently on a sovereign soil, not because the sovereign country may give him ambassadorship.
But at this,
the fact of the matter is the ambassador is an ambassador to a foreign country.
Yes.
You read what it says, you know.
Yes.
It must be an ambassador to a foreign country. That is why what I said in the thing that Jamaica is a country all by itself, or Jamaica is a country all by itself. Why they appointed an ambassador from Jamaica House to Jamaica House?
But when I know what I'm doing now. But at the power, the plenipotentiary power where I'm getting. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the power now. So you look over every, all right. So you look over every ministry, all right. So them that appoint him the cabinet secretary. That now is a secretary, cabinet secretary, you know. That person over all ministry, you know the permanent secretary them. Him that person that over the whole of them. So they want to know what I'm doing now, at the same thing, but even bigger than that, they want to go over the cabinet secretary themselves. Herself. And that him doing now.
So true.
So they want to have more. The one who want Lampire have more power than even the cabinet secretary now. But Andrew do.
That is why, Mr. Lonesome, we the people must demand accountability. We the people must call for constitutional reform. If you're gonna appoint Rocky Mead must be vetted like it's like in the United States. You have the Senate and the House questioning them and so forth. That is how our constitution should shape going forward. A prime minister shouldn't have the power to advise the GG, to tell the GG, say, I'm gonna appoint Wayne Lonesome as ambassador to the United Kingdom. No. Even if he appoint ambassador to the United Kingdom, the Senate and the House of Representatives have to vet the individual to say, okay, he's good to be ambassador to the United Kingdom. It cannot continue like this, where a prime minister is the person who appoints a commissioner of police, and the police service commission, in a sense, may not have nothing to do with it. It can't work. We need a democracy of the people for the people, a government of the people for the people, and that is why I'm saying to my fellow Jamaicans out there, let us call for constitutional reform in this country. It can't continue with the prime minister believe he's a dictator. As far as I check, Jamaica is a democracy. We're a modern democracy. We're not a part of China nor Russia nor North Korea. We can't have a prime minister who believes that he's going to push this country in a police state, in a dictatorial state. It can't continue. It cannot. We need to stand up in this country and fight for what is right in this country and stop this PNP and JLP bangarang and speak up for Jamaica.
It's wrong, man. Anybody where you see turn, Jeff, anybody where you see from them come out and say, okay, me and the government, we are only accountable. We have to hold them accountable. We not be. If you me twin me, I go born the same way. Cause some you know. I'm tell them all the while. Say my mother but can ask better. Me and man nothing. I'm a mother better you know. But me born that. It might all watch now. It will go away. A long time I born it out. You know. You understand?
True.
Cause some mistake. Me not really. Me not another partiality. My family are with me, not Jeffrey. So nobody can treat me about blood thicker than water and them things. Me have my wife, me have my lovely wife, me have my man, me have my kids and grandkids.
Oh,
so
yes,
good.
so you're a beautiful lady indeed.
Yeah, so me good. So me have no problem. Me good. And anybody else, from my old lady, my old man are there, and my granny and my grandfather, them people they know, you know, me humble and listen to them. But nobody come tell me nothing. Who give me life or who give them life? Respect. You understand? They always can't lead me astray. Me know that with none of them. Me keep it real on here. You understand? Yeah, man. So my mother really can nasty better than and my mother better nastiness. Any man or nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So my nastiness. So I tell the people, I tell the world, you feel go away. So who is Andrew for me no burn out now? Look how long me I burn out, my mother can nasty better. Yeah?
But listen to me, Wayne.
Yeah, man.
Anybody who run for public office It is the fundamental right of the people of that country to criticize or not to criticize. The same way
That's
the
it.
right of the people to vote or not to vote.
Good. So if you don't
Andrew Holness believe that he's above the criticism of the people, then get out of there.
come, all them to turn back a private citizen, you're good. So nobody now.
Yeah,
Look how much people in the world. You will call them and I say boom bam bam. When you come in an office where it affect people's lives. And them just sit down in the clique. The big boys, them a mash up the country. And nobody must say nothing. First time them have some people and say nothing because remember the local media, them in a pocket, you know, them get X amount of money, you know. And then buy out. So enough of them are mouthpiece and big mama. So, you know, them buy out and them things. So them not going to say what we are saying. Them not going to do it. Can remember them for them, them I forget the advertisement I make at 20 million and how much money. Say them not do it. While the country has sink and them know it better when the country stay afloat. Eh? Yeah, man.
Another thing again, you know, we have other parties in Jamaica who decide they want to represent the people.
Yes.
What do we know about their leaders?
So that's why we say
what do people know about their leaders? Do they have a CV we can look on?
We want the CV for everybody. Because look here, the Ghana are the days when a man just come, you see? And when him come in, Ghana are the days when a man just come. And when him come in, him just he not have nothing.
Yes.
We don't know nothing about you. You start. I want to know about your mother, your father. I want to know what them do. That means I want to know if them was criminal about the system or not. Or with them with the part of them play. I want to know about you, where you are too. If you come in with long hands, you come look something now, I go on you too, you know.
Right.
You understand? And I want to see how successful you are. Or you was. Yeah, I want to see if it's something you come and look. And then we hold you accountable. You understand what I say, brother? Yeah.
Or is it that you were deported from a different country because you were charged in embezzlement of funds, and now you come to Jamaica because Jamaica don't have already so they say, okay, that person was deported or that person was a child molester.
Yeah, even that too. All right.
Party to fool the bloody people them again, and because you come from a foreign have a little foreign language.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. So the whole of this. The whole, yes. So the, yes. So the whole of and we want to look through you want to look through your resume. When you live a foreign, because see what you do a foreign. Make us see one way you earn, one way you do, one way, you understand? I forgot running now, see. Right. Think just like I thought in a Jeffrey, but me I run because when my daughter do some boom boom and you know me I forgot to pick her up.
Wait before you go do that. This evening at 8 o'clock we're gonna have Herb Nelson Jr. We're gonna speak about who killed Dudu's so-called accountant Skeet Clark.
And that's a good one.
At 8 p.m.
Hey, let me tell you.
On my channel tonight.
But let me tell you something too, you know, when me not tell nobody. You see, one of the soldiers them with them, and it's bad, you know. When you have so much order come from top of your wall, one of the soldiers them, you know, I'm a brethren, son in a brother. Me not call him name, but one of the soldiers, I'm a brethren, I'm a brethren, do music, I'm a brethren, son. I remember him get harder, you know. And yes, still him have to go face this. Yeah? I think something they did if you protect him, protect them, because remember, you know, you can't, if you protect the top boy, you don't protect me. If me get an order, and me can get court martial, me can carry on. I never shot fire, me can fire back shot, me and who. And then my gun come up, say me, my shot catch him man in I am house. But the man did fire shot outside, but we don't know, you know. We get an order, say I be a gunman and we forgot do one. Why you charge me? Want to the general, want to Rocky Meat, and them did there, you know. Planting and them and Google and the one of them, you know. So them all right, but the man, them were innocent. I'm one of them. I'm a brethren son. Not true, you know, you say nothing. I'm a brethren son, brother. You see me, I say? And them charge him. Straight them charge. One of them I'm a brethren son, man. See?
And also the question must be asked before you go. Where did the order come from?
Then the order. And why?
To go into Keith Clark house and assassinate a Jamaican citizen on Jamaican soil.
And why? Nobody up there not get old, but you catch 3 little private and at them alone you are charged. This a sin. Then they have something and strike 5. Go fight for move it. I said don't protect them 3 one day. Because Bunting to protect them. You have to protect them, you know. You can't just get to youth and use them. And carry them to do what them do. And then them alone you get charged. Them do it with Chucky Brown. 51 years. And all the big boys them. Where they congratulate him and tell him to go kill people. None of them don't get charged. But yeah, do your work. brother, it for change. Yeah, brother. Let me tell you this before you go. Remember this. I'm one of the people them go look it up from World War I, World War II. And then look for soldiers them kill off all when them do the killing, you know. And the generals them and the officers them will give the order. You go free because we'll release you from them thing, yeah. But the man them will give the order, them everything upon them shoulder. Uncle in Jamaica, the little foot soldier alone, them blame. Like where you have to think we don't know about wars. Eh? Me there, you know, Jeff, I'm running down for my daughter, yes, sir. Later, brother. All right, bless.
All the best. Good.
I run go for your daughter just touch them, I run going on. Now later, you know. Me there, you know. Me up here. Man in the wilderness. Later, bless.